On this episode of the Cider Guys, we round out our top 10 board with what we call our Find Anywhere ciders. Coming up. Hello YouTube, welcome to this episode of the Cider Guys. I'm Justin.
And I'm Mark.
And on this episode, we're going to round out our top 10 board with 5 of our ciders here. We've called them our Find Anywhere ciders. Basically, these are ciders that you should be able to find, or hopefully be able to find, nationally, basically. You know, we've got Woodchuck, we've got Strongbow, we've got Crispin, Ace, and Angry Orchard that we're going to be talking about today. But again, like I said, this is going to round out our top 10 board. So if you're not familiar with our top 10 board, this is the ciders that we think are good starter ciders for you, okay? They're not, they don't have a heck of a lot of, you know, extra taste to them. They're just good starter basic ciders, something for anybody to go pick up that hasn't ever had a cider before and try out. So, but before we get into that, we're going to talk a little bit about what we've got upcoming, just some things that we're going to be doing, places that we're going to be going, and I'm going to turn that over to Mark to let him talk about that.
Yeah. So we have a lot of fun, interesting new things we got in works for us. So first off, we're going to be attending at Bull City Cider Works. Next weekend is their anniversary and exploratorium launch. They're going to be releasing 2 new ciders, and we're going to be hopefully tasting those and letting you know about those. We have a big trip planned at the end of April. We're going down to Asheville, and we're going to visit several cideries and hope to bring you an interview or two maybe. We have cider crawl coming up in Durham in June.
June the 2nd.
So hopefully we may be in the works with a little special event with that. And we're going to be visiting some other places and bringing you some other new content and just not reviews. So something to look forward to.
That's right, that's right. So, without further ado, since we do have 5 ciders to get into, let's just go ahead and jump right into it. The first one we're going to start out with is the Woodchuck Amber hard cider. Now, this is, of course, their flagship. This is the first one they produced way back in 1991. So this one has been around for a while, and I'm sure most of you guys out there have at least tried this one. And if not, that's okay. We're going to kind of give you our take on it. But first, a little bit about it. The website for Woodchuck says Amber, our original cider, remains the same today as those first hand-filled bottles in 1991. Fiercely crafted with a medium body, golden hue, and refreshing red apple finish. Enjoy the brand that started the American cider revolution. So, I guess if anything, this is kind of what brought ciders back to America is basically what they're saying. And I mean, they're right. You know, way back in 1991 when the cider scene wasn't even a thing, they put this out to hopefully help bring it back. So, so let's get into that one. All right, so we got it poured up. Let's see what we think about it.
My first impression when Justin was pouring it, how I was expecting a little bit of darker color when it's called their amber. Yeah. So, just first impression.
But it is darker than some of the ciders that we've seen in the past. So, I mean, it is a little bit darker of a, I mean, I would call it a straw color more than an amber color. But, I mean, it's not,
it's nice
not bad.
Gold.
Yeah.
Nothing overpowering aroma-wise.
It is sweet.
It is, yeah. It's a pretty sweet cider.
Yeah. This is one of those ciders where you couldn't sit down and drink 3 or 4 of them. Oh, you'd have a stomach ache. Yeah. I'll say that I've had Woodchuck years ago when I first started into ciders, and Woodchuck's Amber has a distinct smell. I don't know what that smell is. I can't really put my thumb on that smell, but it has a distinct aroma. That is,
it smells sweet.
Yeah, it smells sweet, but that is Woodchuck's Amber. Amber smell.
And then I'd say it is different from several that we've tried before. It's got a different apple flavor, and I attribute that to their description of being made with red apples. I mean, several are made with the green, more tart apples. So.
Yeah, and you know, probably back in 1991 when they started this thing, cider apples weren't around. You know, those orchards have just started coming back, so they I would assume. Now I haven't talked to anybody from Woodchuck, but I would assume that they had a very limited variety of apples to work with. So that probably is what lends to the flavors and the taste, and maybe even that distinct smell. But again, like I said, as soon as I took the first sip, my first impression is it is sweet.
Yeah, sweet. Not very acidic at all. Not real tartness.
Daggone tasting sweet. We didn't even talk about what was in it. This is a 5% ABV, and it is 22 grams of sugar.
Wow.
So
it's pretty high.
That's a lot. A lot compared to what we've had in the past.
Right.
I mean, but again, for a first start cider, it doesn't bite. It's not very tart. It is sweeter. So I mean, if you like a sweet drink, this would be a great one to start with. Aftertaste doesn't linger. So I mean, that's, it is what it is. I mean, Woodchuck's original, it is what it is. So
just the good basic sweet cider. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
All right. Moving on. The next one we are going to do is Crispin. Their Crispin's original cider. So let's get that one poured up.
All right, so we've got that one poured up for us, and let's check out the website and see what it says. It says the Crispin original is crisp and refreshing with a fruit-forward green apple flavor and a subtle citrus aroma. So let's see. It says the aroma is of crisp green apple, clean, bright citrus notes of lemon and lime. And they describe the taste as crisp, clean apple, slight cream of lemon, and a hint of lemongrass.
What is cream of lemon?
I don't know. That's going to be interesting. All right.
All right. So anyway, the first time that I had Crispin, so this was probably the second cider that I ever had. The first time I ever had it, though, the bar that I had it in actually poured it over ice. So, and they said that that's the way Crispin, I guess, designed it to be. It's supposed to be enjoyed over ice. Now, of course, we don't have it over ice today. But if you find out that maybe one is a little bit stronger than you like or something like that, just try pouring it over ice. There's some others that we've seen in the past that say, pour them over ice. Like when we get to the Ace, that'll be one of those things that is a very dry cider, but we'll talk about that in a minute. So anyway, let's start with the Crispin.
Yeah. Well, I'm just reading their website right now. It says served chilled. It doesn't say over ice.
Right. But I think that was just, to get it colder, they put it over ice. But it actually wasn't bad over ice. It was actually pretty nice. Now, you were talking about those crisp green apples. I'm going to be honest with you. When it was sitting right here and you were talking, I could smell the green apple.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And
it's got a very green apple candy flavor.
Oh, yeah. It's almost like, it almost smells like a green apple Jolly Rancher.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you.
Mm-hmm. I'm not picking up on the citrus aromas. Are you picking up on any of that?
No, but I am getting some citrus flavor. Now, this one is a 5% ABV, and it's 12 grams of sugar. So definitely not as much as the Amber.
Yeah, it does have that green apple candy flavor also. I do taste, like you said, a little bit of the lemon citrus.
Yeah. I don't
understand the cream of lemon.
I guess that's something Campbell's has come out with. I don't know. Cream of lemon.
But that's good. I mean,
it's not bad. I would say that
the citrus pairs well with that green apple.
Yeah, and I bet having it over ice kills some of the, not kills, but mellows out some of the harder flavors, because it is tart. I mean, it's a lot more tart than the Amber, the Woodchuck. But yeah, when you have it over ice, I think it mellows out some of that, mainly because you're diluting it out. So
yeah, of all that I've tried, I don't know. I can't get over that candy quality of it.
Yeah. I mean, because it's one of those things like it's so pungent that you're smelling it. As soon as you put it to your mouth, it's hitting your nose, and that's kind of what you taste.
Yeah.
I will say that, like when you drink a sweet drink, like it almost makes your, I don't want to seem off color here, but it makes you spit thick. You know what I mean? this one has more of that quality than the Woodchuck did, I think. The Woodchuck went down a lot easier than the Crispin does. But again, like I said, now putting it over ice, since we didn't do that, that might be something you want to try if you go with this one. Now, and again, I'm not saying it's a bad cider. It actually tastes really good. You know, especially for one that you can get anywhere. But it's a different way of, you know, there's different ways you can drink each one of these. Just like, for example, we like pouring them out in a glass because it tastes different. Like if you drink any of these, anything that we've tried back here, any of these in a bottle, and you pour it out in a glass, it's totally different. It's a totally different experience when you get to these things. So,
and even trying them a week apart, you may get a different flavor note that you didn't pick up before.
Absolutely.
So it's a lot like wine. So.
Yep. You know, different years of apples and stuff like that, which makes it interesting.
Yep, it does.
So,
just thinking back to ciders we've reviewed in the past, this one's a lot like the Bold Rock Carolina apple.
yes.
I mean, they're both made with the green apples, and I'm wondering, we thought back then that the Carolina apple was sweet, and this one's really sweet, and I wonder if that's just something with the green apples.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll have to try some more and see if they're all alike.
Yeah. Yeah, just try some of the more green Granny Smith apple ciders, see what they're going on with. So, all right, cool.
It's not bad at all. So, just sweet.
Yep, it's just different flavors, different flavors. So,
all right, let's try something else.
All right. So the next one we're having coming up is our Strongbow Golden Apple, or Gold Apple, I should say. And what Strongbow says about it is Strongbow Gold Apple has a wonderful transparent gold color, a rich and complex aromatic array dominated by several varieties of apple, and refreshing texture with a true balance between first acidity, sharpness, and sourness, and then sweetness and softness. So sounds like it hits you up front and then mellows out at the end. We'll see. And they actually on their website have what this pairs well with, and what they have is sushi. Lord have mercy, proprietary. Sushi, sashimi, and maki, oysters, fried fish, white meat with a cream sauce, hot dog with strong mustard, and savory grilled ribs. That is a wide variety of foods. Sushi to a hot dog.
Yeah, they should just say it goes well with everything.
Why do you even make a sushi hot dog? Hot dog sushi. We might try that on an episode. That's it. Okay, well, whatever. Anyway, if for any of you Star Trek fans, Patrick Stewart was a spokesperson for Strongbow, so you may have caught some of that back
commercials for that.
Yep, absolutely. So, tell you what, I'm gonna tell you about this one first before we get into it. It don't have the ABV. Oh, there it is. 5% ABV, and the carbohydrate sugars, 19 grams. So let's get this one poured up.
Yep.
There's a twisty. Negatron.
You ever had? I mean, I haven't had any of these before.
I've had one of these ones. I can't remember which one it was though. I think I got a 6-pack of this. One of these one time.
Very carbonated.
It is very carbonated. It's got a lot of head on it. It's very. I mean,
very bubbly.
Yes. I mean, this is almost sparkling.
Yeah.
I mean, so real quick, none of these have had head on them before, but these have, you know, got a little bit of head on them, and they're quite bubbly.
Yep.
All right, get that back over there. Man, I hope that's straight. I don't know.
Yeah. There we go.
All right.
That look.
I'm gonna let you.
Good.
Yeah. I'll let you lead off with this one.
Okay. So we got it poured up here. It's a light gold color, not quite as dark as the first two we've had. So let's get in. Just got that apple aroma, not much else to it. I don't think so. I get that acidity up front.
Yeah.
I don't think it's really that sour as they claimed.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, it doesn't have. I mean, it has a little sharpness to it, but I mean, not.
Nothing like I expected from their description.
Yeah.
But it does finish very sweet. I mean,
Oh yeah.
those sugars are there for sure.
Yeah, the aftertaste, you can taste the saltness. One thing that we haven't talked about really, and I haven't really noticed with any of these, is that that astringent flavor, or the not flavor, but astringent mouth drying feel that you get, that we've got with some of the others that we've got back here. I have yet to experience it with any of these yet. Now this is probably has a little bit.
This one does have a little bit, yeah. Nothing. I mean, nothing as like some of the really dry ones we've already tried.
Right.
But there's a little bit there.
Yeah. I can say it's really going to go with that hot dog sushi.
Yeah.
Strong mustard hot dog. If anybody has ever tried hot dog sushi, will you please let us know in the comments, because that would be awesome.
Yeah.
And tell me where I can get it.
Yeah, that'd be something. But yeah, I mean, I could see how it pairs with. It could pair up well with just about anything.
Yeah, because I don't think it's going to overpower anything.
Right.
You know, that's kind of it. It's not going to overpower what you're eating with.
Yep. But I mean, overall, it's pretty well balanced between the acidity and the sweetness at the end.
Yeah. And I guess from when they're talking about it with a meal, I mean, in all reality, what they're telling you is basically, excuse me, that it can go with something that a delicate food like a sushi, or a very, a good old fried fish plate. I guess they're just telling you to go basically with anything.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that was okay.
all right,
Pretty good.
yeah, it's not bad. All right, let's move on. Moving on.
All right, next we have our Angry Orchard. Now, we've chosen the easy apple, and it is their less sweet version of their cider.
Yep.
So, Angry Orchard's found just about anywhere from a gas station to on tap in almost any restaurant. So, Angry Orchard's like
they're all over the place.
cider.
They're just about as prolific as Woodchuck. So.
For sure. So, just to mix it up a little bit, we chose the Easy Apple, which is their less sweet. Their website says the Angry Orchard Easy Apple is a refreshing and easy to drink hard cider. It is unfiltered with an apple forward taste, slightly hazy appearance, and a refreshingly dry finish. It never weighs you down, making it the perfect drink choice for those long, relaxing days. So, sounds like you can drink several of these without getting tired of it.
Yep.
All right, let's get it poured up, see what we think.
This one a twisty. No, what's the deal?
Really?
No, it's not. Jeez, that don't want to come off either. There you go.
All right, we got it poured up real fast first. This one has a 4.2% ABV, and it has 12 grams of sugar.
All right.
All right.
So, and they talked about it being, what was it?
Hazy.
Hazy, that's right. So, I'm going to grab one of these others real quick. So you can see, definitely hazy. Definitely got that haze to it.
Unfiltered and, yep.
So.
Yep. It's definitely drier than what we've had today.
It is. I mean, for having, what'd you say the sugars were? 15?
15.
15. For it being a 15, I think it's a lot drier than I would have expected it to be. It's definitely a lot drier than the, well, I say a lot drier. It's not a ton drier, but it is drier than than just their regular Angry Orchard ciders.
And the tartness of it really hit me today as opposed to what we've had already. That tartness was like, bam! So, yeah.
There's an interesting taste in there. I can't put my finger on it, but
That's a slight sourness to it, actually.
Yeah.
On top of the tartness and.
Yeah. Wouldn't that kind of be the same thing though?
I don't know.
Tart, sour.
It's just that quality that's in there. It's hard to describe. Something about it. It's different.
It's got a different flavor to it.
Yeah, they don't make a mention of what. Is there apples? Yeah, they do.
That's why I'm trying to read what apples are in it. Culinary apples, Braeburns, Fuji's, Granny Smith, Gala. Basically your, those are basically your supermarket variety apples there. French bittersweet apples. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. Harry Master, I can pronounce that one. Jersey, Frequin Rogue, Rouge. I don't know. Biscay. It is gluten free. Did you see that? It's gluten free.
Hey,
They're all gluten free. Which that's a good thing. I mean, that's one of those things. I was actually talking to a guy at one of the local Lowe's Foods, and he was working in their beer den, and one of his colleagues has celiac disease, so he has to do gluten free. So his wheelhouse is ciders. That's what he does, and so that's one thing we really hadn't mentioned before, but it's something that to take into consideration. If it's one thing you're looking for gluten free, ciders is it. Ciders are the way to go. So, but again, back to that taste. Sorry, that was a sidebar, man. Just get off on it.
But yeah, it's different. I mean, even from their Angry Orchard apple.
Yeah.
I just call their regular just apple.
Yeah.
It's got a different flavor to it.
It does. It has a very different flavor.
So, and it's not that easy to describe.
It's not.
Yeah. And it may just be we've had too many sweet ciders already.
Yeah, I mean, maybe so. Maybe it might be just one of the apple varieties. When you get into the non-supermarket variety apples, of course, all of them have a different flavor. That's why they pick certain ones to go in certain things.
Yeah, cider apples are not your grocery store apples.
Right. I mean, some varieties even use crab apples, which would normally you wouldn't even use. I mean, those are decorative sometimes more than actual use of apples.
Around here, they're for the deer.
Yeah, that's it. That's exactly right. So that's North Carolina right there, man. It's all for the deers. I don't know. I like it, but I almost cannot get past that taste, that flavor in there. I can't put my finger on. Not that it really detracts from the entire thing, but I don't know. It's an odd one. It's odd. It's just odd.
It's different, and like I said, it just may be because of what we've already tried today, and just how different it is from the three we've already done. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So, yep.
All right. Were you ready to move on to last but not least?
Last but not least.
All right. And last but not least is our Ace Joker cider. Now, this is going to be by far the driest one that we've tried today. So a little bit about what it says on the Ace website. It's an ultra dry cider. It's champagne characteristics, and it is their most awarded cider. First launched in 2008, the Joker has rapidly become our second top seller. This cider is great for mixed drinks such as mimosas or chilled on its own. Its versatility pairs well with fish and cheeses. So it's a 6.9% ABV, so it is up there compared. It is. I mean, honestly, compared to what we've had here, 4.7s, 5s. I mean, 6s are usually where it says this is a 6 point. This is close to a 7, so this is on up there. I'm telling you what, man, the extra carbonation in some of these is killing me right now. And the sugars in this one is only 3. Wow. Only 3. So
yeah, that one's gonna be dry.
This is gonna be definitely dry. All right, so let's get this poured up and we'll talk about it. Still not twisty. Come on, man. Get some twisties going on here. Who had the twisty? Was it Crispin? Was the only one that was a twisty?
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about it.
So we definitely see that champagne characteristics. It's quite bubbly when we poured it.
And it is a heck of a lot lighter than some of the ones that we've tried today.
Yep, for sure.
I mean, these are being drank out of, but you can see this is a much lighter cider than some of the ones we've tried.
All right. You can smell that dryness to it.
Oh yeah, I mean, you also
have those sweet characteristics of it.
I mean, it also smells like alcohol. Like it has a very alcohol smell to it.
Yeah.
And it is dry.
Yep.
And it is tart.
It is tart and dry for sure.
And it is tart, dry, and it is astringent. It instantly dries the mouth out. I mean, like instantly.
For sure. Yeah.
Very,
very wine-like.
It is. like if you're into a non-sweet cider, like if you're like, man, I don't want to taste anything, so I don't want a candy when I drink.
Right.
Here it is. We have found it.
Yeah. If you're a wine lover and you want to try a cider, and don't want to make a big jump, try this.
Number one, start with this.
That is it.
And honestly, I can see why this is their most awarded cider, because that's it right there. Yeah. It doesn't taste like putting a Jolly Rancher in your mouth. I mean, it's just a very dry cider. It doesn't have a lot of overt flavors. It's tart.
Acidity is there, but it's well balanced. It's just a good, like I said, a good introductory cider for wine lovers.
Yeah. I mean, if you like a white wine, here's where you start.
Looks like it, smells like it.
Yeah.
Tastes a whole lot like it.
Yeah.
Just apples instead of grapes.
That's exactly right. And I'm gonna be honest with you, that tart lingers. I mean, it lingers for a while. Yeah. It doesn't go away. I mean, it lingers for a bit, but it's not. Yeah. I mean,
it's nothing special. I mean, nothing that we can talk about a whole lot. It's just a good dry cider.
Yep. And I can see where this one would lend itself well to mixing, like in mimosas. And
for sure, yeah.
And we have talked about maybe doing a segment later on about different things to mix with, and this might be one that we try to mix a lot with. So stay tuned for that. Yeah. But
so I don't know.
Yep, it's dry. I don't know what I can say other than that.
Overall impression, pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, folks. So we've got those ciders scored up for you. As a reminder, we use the Home Brewer Association cider score sheet for our scoring. Mm-hmm. So let's get right to the big reveal. Coming in at number 10 will be Angry Orchard's Easy Apple, and we gave that an average score of 37.5.
That's right. And just so you know, that the two of the original ciders we had on here actually got knocked off, so we're missing a couple. So you're going to see a lot of new stuff, a lot of movement on the board here, which is cool.
Shifting.
That's right.
All right. And coming in number 9 is Crispin's Original, and we gave that one an average score of 37.75.
All right.
Coming in at number 8 is Woodchuck's Amber, and we gave that an average score of 39.5. Okay. Now, coming in at number 7 was our previously reviewed Blake's Flannel Mouth. And following to number 6 was Ace's Apple Hard Cider. And number 5, Original Sin's Premium Hard Cider. All right, back to today's review. Coming in at number 4 was Ace's The Joker, and we gave that an average score of 41.75. And our last one reviewed today came in at number 3, Strongbow's Gold Apple. Came in with an average score of 43.25. And our top 2 actually stayed the same. Remaining at number 2 was Bold Rock's Premium Dry. And remaining at number 1 was Bull City's Off Main.
Yep. So that means that the Appalachian Mountain Cidery Mystic Dragon fell off. And then the Bold Rock Carolina Apple also fell off. So those went to 11 and 12. But here's our top 10 ciders. These are the ciders that we recommend any new person wanting to get in. You've got a great list here of things to try. And a lot of these are found, especially here in North Carolina, just about anywhere. Nationally, some of these may not be available, but there will be plenty on here that is available. But again, find what you like, see what you like, and but here's a good place to start.
Yeah.
So, well, that about does it.
Yep, that's all for today. So we want to remind you, if you'll follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, follow those accounts. Here on YouTube, subscribe to our channel, give us a big thumbs up, hit that bell so you get notified when we post new content. Yep. And as always, cheers.
Cheers.